So apparently they were looking for a dude by the name of Clifford Harris. That's the guy name. So when Ti actually went to the airport to take a flight, and then they saw his name, his real name is Clifford Harris. So
Harris.
technically, yeah, Harris, the same name as the person that they're looking for. And then it's not only the first
Mm-hmm.
name. It's like it's not only the first name. It's the first name and the last name. Like
And the
this.
last thing.
Yeah. So they actually like take him under custody, take him to the jail. You know what I'm saying? Book him and shit. So I mean, what do you think about this the whole shit, man? Do you think he was like I mean, they know who the guy is because it's Ti, man, and then it's
Yeah,
Atlanta.
they know him. And mistaken identity happens every day. I know a couple people that it happened to. Like I had a personal friend. I'm not friends with him no more, but it happened to him, and they had his whole name. But clearly, the person that they was looking for was white, but they still grabbed him. He got away with it for that, so that gave him a little bit more time. But he was really on the run and really being looked for, type shit.
Okay.
But they
So
grabbed him off somebody else's information, so they know what they be doing. And in Atlanta, they know who he is. They just try to inconvenience him because of the name.
I agree with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, bro, this guy is the king of Atlanta. I mean, he called him
Absolutely.
that. That's
I
why he
can
called
see.
him.
I can see if he was somewhere else. I can see if he was out the. I can see if he was out the country or something. If he was out the country, all right, I understand. But not in the U.S. of A. Not Tip. Not TIP. Nah,
Yeah.
nah.
So
Not going
I
for that.
mean,
Y'all knew who he was.
yeah, it's what when I first saw the story, I was like, bro. I mean, I can understand why the TSA agents stop him because they've been told to do that. But once they call the cops, they
Absolutely.
have to go up. They have to look at in the computer in the system. They have to have a picture of the person that they're looking for. So you
Exactly.
there were no picture of
Exactly.
the person you are looking for. You just like, oh,
That's
this
why
is the
that.
name, bro. This can be a lawsuit, literally.
Yes, it can. But he in so much shit, so much controversy that it would be a waste of time for him to do that. So they
What
just
do you mean?
inconvenienced him.
I mean,
Meaning he's
what?
already been alleged in a lot of bullshit. So for him to go against the government in anything, they're gonna trash him. They're gonna find
Yeah, but
something
here's the thing,
that he
man. I
did.
mean, I can understand. He's been alleged on a lot of shit, but you in this case, you are a victim. It doesn't matter if
Yeah, you are, but ain't
government
nobody
is
give a fuck
after you
about
or
you
not.
being no victim. You black. You're a black entertainer who has a lot of influence on the world. We have to get you under control. You just got caught in the crossfires. We hear what you be out here saying and shit on these podcasts and shit. We see how your kids out here living and shit. Nah, we gonna
Yeah,
inconvenience you. It's about
I mean,
power. This ain't about nothing else. This about you ain't about to walk through here thinking you bigger than nobody else. Nigga, just cause you got money, you can still get charges put on you like anybody else. You can still get withheld without bond like anybody else. Your money means nothing when it really matters. That's what it's letting you know. That's
yeah,
all that's about. To
yeah.
us, to a regular motherfucker, it's just mistaken identity. To him, that was a representation of power, nigga.
Yeah.
You only do what we allow you to do. You only get away with what we allow you to get away with. And TIP, we're watching you. That's what that means.
Yeah.
But you
I
heard
mean,
it here first.
I understand what you're saying, bro. But at the same time, I wouldn't give a fuck, bro. Like, if the government is, I mean, here's the thing, bro. There was a lawsuit. There was a lady that
Hold
actually.
on. Not to cut you off. Not to cut you off. But you
Can you
can't
like
say
push
that
your camera a little
when you
bit?
have the when you
Like,
have the type of charges that when you have the type of charges that he's been having, the gun charges, the sex trafficking, the drugging of bitches, the raping, you can't those are even if he was not convicted of none of it, like he has not been,
mhm.
just to be alleged is the same goddamn thing.
Just like
Like
Diddy.
some charges you get, it's like some charges you get, it don't matter. Once they place that on you, it don't matter if you was acquitted or not, like child molestation or whatever, whatever. Because to me, it's like if you ain't had nothing to do with it, why would your name even be put or associated with that for us to even have to wonder if it's true or not? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
but
it's true.
come on now. No, listen. No, that doesn't mean that, bro.
That's how most people would think. That's how
Yeah,
most
but
people
that's
would
not
think.
that's not how it is. Here's the thing, bro. When you're a famous person, a celebrity, people after you for your money, bro. And then mostly
Yes,
in
but they're
20,
not about to keep doing it off the same shit, though,
yes,
bro.
they
They're not gonna
would,
keep
bro.
doing it off the same shit, and
They,
nobody's getting
they would. Mostly,
nobody's getting away with it. Nobody's coming off with it.
here's
Nobody's
the
coming
thing.
off with it.
Okay, we're gonna talk about that. Let's talk about. We're gonna stay on that because him and his wife actually. There was a lady that actually like filed a lawsuit about like
It was a
sexual
couple.
assault. Back
It
in, yeah,
wasn't
back.
just one. It was a couple. It was a
I mean, do
couple.
you talk about it? Talk about it.
I mean, I don't know because I'm not in that lifestyle, but it's a lot
Uh
of
huh.
people that's in that lifestyle that's the same alleged stories. So it has to be true. He's not the only one. Every one of them got some type of story like that. It's not. You see what I'm saying? It's not like niggas is not. It's not like it ain't nobody on that level in that scene who ain't gotten some type of scandalous story like that, or some type of gay shit, or some type of alleged sacrifice shit. That's hot. Those are the three stories that you gonna get. I don't know
Bro,
why.
I mean, I understand your no, I understand your point, but at the same time, I'm looking at it, bro. Because as a famous guy, I can understand why women will come saying he does something to me, he does something to me. It's because she might. I'm not saying he didn't do anything to her because I wasn't there. I don't know, but we know there's a lot of women. That's the hustle. That's what they use to make money. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing: most people, they're not gonna. If you accuse them of that, they're gonna pay you before you go public with that shit. Because that's what they say, man. This guy not gonna like trying to fight this. You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna like settle to make that shit go away. So that's why they actually literally like some women, not
So let
all,
me ask you this. So let me ask you this.
but
So if they go that route,
hmm
if they go that route,
yeah,
and you settle, that means you're guilty, right?
it doesn't mean you're guilty. You just don't wanna like
Oh my
you don't have
fucking
to
god,
figure,
bro. Oh my,
bro.
how does
Settle
that work?
doesn't
Because
mean
if
you're
you're not guilty, bro,
bro.
you're not paying shit, bitch. You got me fucked up.
That is
If
true.
I'm not guilty, why am I paying shit, bro?
But here's
Not
the
that
thing.
type of money, bro.
No,
I
no, you
understand when you
listen, no,
say
no,
when
no.
you say you
Listen,
don't want to
listen,
go
listen,
through the
listen.
bullshit.
Listen. Let me try to explain it to you, bro. Just because you settle something, that doesn't mean you're guilty as a
Yes,
public
it
figure.
does.
No, let me finish. As a public figure, the nigga is a public figure. He knows that
What does that
even
matter?
though, let me finish. He knows, even though he
Okay.
didn't do it, but the public eye gonna look at him like he is guilty. They're gonna judge him before he even go to court. So to avoid that, he just settle that shit. So you don't need to talk about it. That's what a lot of people do.
But to me, that don't.
You know
That's
what I'm
that.
saying?
But to me, that seems like the complete opposite, though, bro. To me, that
How?
seems like I understand what you're saying, but to me, that seems like the complete opposite. I'm just about to pay this bitch off so she don't say shit. That's guilty. That's looking guilty.
It's,
I
I
don't give
mean,
a fuck
I
what you talking
understand,
about,
I
bro. You're
understand why
tripping.
people would think that, but I understand the mindset of the
No, I
artist.
don't. Because if
Well,
the
you
money
do
that you're
though.
kicking out is for free, and
You
she's
do.
fucking up your name. She's playing with your brother.
Okay,
Listen
let
to
me
me.
ask you a
She's
question.
playing
Let me
with
ask
your
you. No, no.
name.
Here's what I'm
She's playing
saying.
with
Let
your
me ask you a
character.
question. Oh, let me ask you a question. I'm gonna tell you why. Imagine, okay, somebody like Diddy, right? When
Mm-hmm.
before Cassie sue him, that shit was in the background. Nobody knows about it. The public didn't know about it. Cassie asked him to pay a certain amount of money. He didn't want to pay it. Now look at what happened. Because he didn't want to pay it, Cassie come public with it. Now he's losing like a brain deal. He's losing Ciroc. He's losing everything that he owned. Now, just
But
because he
if he,
didn't
but
want
if
to pay
she,
that. listen, just because he didn't want to pay that money. But if he had paid it, that shit will, you wouldn't know about it. I wouldn't know about it because she will sign a paper to never come public with it.
No, brother, that's different. That's a different
But it's
point
the
of view.
same thing, bro.
He thought no. He thought he bluffed her and called her bluff and thought that she was not going to come out. That's not the same thing. That's totally different. He played her fear of him against her and bluffed her call. Didn't think she was going to come out because at the end of the day, when she came out, would had to humiliate herself as well. It's not a lot of motherfuckers that's willing to do that.
Okay,
But you don't think about that.
yeah, but if he had paid, let me ask you a question. I don't think you understand what I'm saying, bro. If he had paid,
what you're saying.
let's say, okay, let's say this. Let's say
even though he didn't pay, he still paid at 24 hours. He didn't originally pay, bro, but he still
paid
at 24 hours. So he did pay.
Paid after. But she wanted the money way before that.
Right, but once she went public, he
that's
paid.
What I'm saying.
Soon as she went public, so that means he called her.
No, that's why he fucked up.
That's what mean, bro.
That's why he fucked up. That's why he fucked up because he didn't want to pay that shit. Cassie said, "Huh? You don't want to pay that shit?"
But
okay,
guess what?
Let's play that game. Listen, Cassie was like, "Now let's play that game." He put that shit out, and then you see all the backlash he's getting. He might lose like a sponsorship. He might lose all this shit. Now he said, "Let me pay it," but it's too late. That shit already out. You did it. You see what I'm saying? So I think that's the thing. See, a lot of these guys do who's smart.
Okay, so hold on.
Go out, they just pay the money.
No. So let me ask you this. So you say that, and then you say he paid it and he didn't do nothing because he ain't do nothing, but he just paid it because he didn't want to. Whatever you said.
Oh, I didn't say he didn't do nothing.
Wait, hold on. Wait. No. That's what you're saying. You're saying because just because he paid, that doesn't mean he did something. That doesn't mean he's guilty. That's what you said, right?
He didn't do it neither.
Right. I understand what you're saying. But then I'm telling you this. This is how it continues to go. That's what you say, right?
Yeah.
And I say the complete opposite. If you pay, then you are guilty. And then here's why I say that. Stop shaking your head. Here's why I say this. Months on down the line, didn't a video come out of him beating the shit out of her in the hotel room? Didn't that get plastered online? Okay, so what the fuck are you talking about, sir?
No, bro.
So obviously she was getting abused by him.
Okay, now let me ask you. Okay, he was. I mean, she was getting abused by him. Now let me ask you.
That video was enough. That video was enough, bro. You don't put your hands on women like that, bro.
Listen. Let me ask you a question. Listen, let me ask you a question now. Do you think when Cassie asked him to pay that $30 million that she wanted, if he had paid it, do you think that shit will come out? Because she will start
don't give a fuck. That's not the point. That's not the point.
So, the point is not to let that shit go out. That's for your life, bro.
That's not the point.
That's the point, bro. The thing is to prevent it from coming out. Because look at what happened to him right now.
You abuse me, I need money, I need compensation. I'm not doing well, you owe me, bitch. Pay me my money, or I'm telling. That's simply how that was. You abused me, you used me. I need help. I'm broke now. Give me my money, or I'm telling. You ain't about to just keep doing this shit.
Man, hey, careful. Don't do that, man. You know how that. Bro, careful. Listen, bro. You know how that shit goes, bro. You know, like when you're a famous person, you got women. Let's say you have a brand deal with Ciroc, like Diddy had. You had like a brand deal with the different type of like sponsors, like big sponsors.
I'm not disputing. I'm not disputing nothing that you're talking about.
Then you got a girl. Listen, listen, bro. You got a girl that comes that say you did X and Y to her. Bro, you know, like the public gonna judge you before you even go to court, bro. And then once the public start judging you, you're gonna lose the sponsorship because they're gonna look at it, man, because of you. The sponsorship, they're gonna look at it just because of you. They're losing sales.
You don't lose sponsorships and shit like that. You don't lose sponsorships like that off of allegations.
Yes, you do,
don't
bro.
lose shit like that off of allegations, bro.
Because these people,
you lose it off of
your name is in a bad light.
No, you lose it off of if they want you to lose it, or if it's possibility that it can be true. not just off eligibility alone. It doesn't work like that.
Yes, it does, bro.
If they wanted to be true and they want to destroy you and they want to use it even if it's not true, then it's going to be true until they figure it out that it's not true. But if it's one of them charges that we just talked about, that it doesn't matter whether it was true or not, and they put that shit on your name, and just because it's on your name, it doesn't matter if you was acquitted of it or not, just having it on your name fucks your life up regardless. We have a lot of that too. It's a lot of variables that come with that.